Athletes, what's good? What's up? What's going on? It's your boy Ironman Smitty back with another video. Listen, man, we're gonna hop right into it. I'm gonna be covering the Kinetic Triathlon Festival that went down May 10th, 2025 in Spotsylvania, Virginia. Where is that? But yeah, no, it took place at Lake Anna State Park. I did the half distance on the day. So that day they had the half, they had the Olympic, and then the day after they had the sprint. So your boy definitely, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. My focus coming in, this was a training race for me, but I was focused on the swim, get a good baseline, see where I am, and your boy PR'd the swim. So I'm definitely gonna get into it. Definitely gonna talk about it. Hey, listen. Before we go on, if this channel helps you in any way, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You know what I mean? Help your boy out, help a brother out. Please, please, please help me, please. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it, man. Let's get it. All right, so coming into this, a lot of things were going through my mind, just making sure that my body was good from a recovery perspective. There's always a lot of stressors when showing up on race day, such as getting there on time. I mean, just thinking through like all of these things, I think what I end up doing here is having wifey drop me off like right where athlete check-in was. This saved a lot of time. So I was able to just kind of, hop out and hop right in line. So that definitely helped. But if you can, just always remember getting a race day early, going through and just making sure you're all prepped and ready to go. I meant because life is gonna hit, right? No matter if it's traffic or, you know, any mechanicals, either with your vehicle or with your bike. I mean, there's just so many things that can go wrong. So, fortunately, here I was pretty much good to go. We were able to get all checked in, and yeah, just have a nice, smooth race day. So I can't really complain on this day, man. God is good. So yeah, kinetic long course half. So here's a breakdown of the entire day, right? So the triathlon half distance is going to be a 1.2 mile swim. This took place in a lake, and then a 57-mile bike ride. On this particular bike ride, I mean, it says rolling hills, but there were a couple of climbs via my bike computer. So I think the finish elevation was like 2,500 and some change, and then a 13.1 mile run, very hilly. Swim start.
All morning, and the water was warmer than the.
Or the Olympic crew was a little better and did more yesterday. Half Ironman, a lot of procrastination.
Yeah, so once I got all checked in, I headed over to transition. Transition is normally where you can rack your bike, lay out all your gear. As you can see here, kind of going through the motions now of, just making sure that everything is where you want it to be. From laying out your cycling shoes, professionals like to put them on their bikes, laying out your transition towels, getting your running shoes out, socks. I mean, just any and all things that you can think of, hydration and fuel. So I, made sure that I had all of the gels that I was going to consume on my bike. Yeah, so just prepping. It's almost like another discipline. So I mean, you got the swim, you have the cycle, and you have the run, but there's definitely other disciplines within the world of triathlon, such as, rest and recovery, preparation, race day prep. I mean, it all just ensures that you have a nice, smooth rest day. And more importantly for me, coming into this race, I wanted to make sure that I was enjoying the day. So this was a training, quote unquote, race for me. So plan here was to do as best as I could on the swim. I have spent a lot of time in the pool lately, just getting in that volume. So I wanted to see where I currently was. It's cold here in Virginia, so I didn't get a chance to go out to any open water. Just my personal preference, a little too chilly for me. So this is, first race of the season where I'm actually getting out in a lake and doing some open water. So definitely want to do as best as I could on the swim. Let's see here. And then, for the bike and the run, the goal is really to just, stay zone 2, low tempo at best. So not going too hard, but, not going too easy either. So somewhere in between. But yeah, I mean, those are just, some of my goals coming into this race. So as you can see, I'm getting all the shoes and everything like that prepped. I got my timing chip on my left ankle. I'm gonna get suited and booted here pretty soon. Get my wetsuit on, as you know, on a day it was wetsuit legal. So that was nice. And yeah, the rest is history. We top of the morning. It's cold. It is cold. Cold. But gear is all good. Fresh out of transition. Everything went well. Let everything out. About to get all stretched out. Warmed up. Ready to swim. Let's get it. 45 degrees outside. Water temperature is 70 degrees. Wetsuit legal. Let's rock and roll. It's your boy Ironman Smitty, man. All right, so here's like a tip. Here's a nugget for you. When you're doing a triathlon, no matter if it's a sprint, Olympic, half, full, whatever the case may be, there's going to be this waiting period, during the swim portion. And all I can think of is ensuring that you have a gel or, maybe some water or whatever fluid that you need, whatever hydration you need to consume at this point in time, just going ahead and doing so. So you're consistently getting those carbs in you. I mean, you can see here we're waiting for a long time, and I was more towards the front of this particular group. So yeah, this is something that definitely helped me. Right before I recorded this clip, I had downed a precision fuel, so definitely got some carbs in. All right, so let's talk distance. So the distance for the half here is going to be 1.2 miles. And once again, this is taking place in Lake Anna. So it was pretty clear, not a whole lot of wind, so nice and calm.
Well done to all of our triathletes, like 586 and 453.
I did it.
You did.
I did it with Daddy.
You did. You got it, Chunk. All right.
Coming up on mile 55, finishing up this bike leg. Lesson of the day is know the route. I ended up doing 63 miles instead of 56. Did not make a turn when I was supposed to. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna walk away with today. Know the route.
What's up? Good work.
Work.
Yeah.
You got this.
Looking strong.
Yeah. What up?
Last lap.
Last lap.
True grit here for Anthony Smith of Hampton, Virginia. And Anthony Smith, a finisher. Here at the Kinetic Half.
Great job, man. Great job. Great job.
That was the event. It was very fun. Like I said, I had a really good time doing this particular event. It was a quote unquote B or C race, whatever category you want to list it as. But once again, a training race, so I used it accordingly. Now let's get into the stats. Let's take a look at how I did in each, discipline. Let's get into it. All right, let's hop right in. So I'm currently logged into my Strava. Once again, the swim was 1.2 miles. So previously, just to give a heads up, my last half, my swim time was 1 hour and 13 minutes. This time, your boy straight PR. I killed it. PR. So I came in at around 54 minutes and 37 seconds. I mean, this is huge. When we talk about gains, when you talk about putting in the work, when you talk about, lonely days, going to the pool all by yourself and saying that you will not fail, this is what I'm talking about. This is how it's done, all right? I'm just super happy and proud of this 54 minutes. I really am. I truly am. So yeah, overall, the swim was really, I'm trying to just find a word to use. Calm, felt easy, fast, stress-free. I mean, I literally, I guess in the past, I've done a river or an ocean swim, and I mean, I will say that was a bit tougher on that particular day with those particular conditions, just being that it is what it is. That day just was not a good day, but this particular swim was in a lake. Conditions were clear. The water was cold. However, we're wearing a wetsuit, so that did help a bit. But man, I honestly have to say that this was one of my favorite swims that I've ever done in my life. I enjoyed it more than just going to the pool because I was able to swim continuously. So, little over, 2,000 yards recorded. I think your boy was a bit nervous. I definitely was nervous, and I think I forgot to start my goggles. Just a quick tip. Not that you have to do it, but if you're watching this and you're like, all right, well, what kind of goggles were you using? I were using the Form goggles, and I used a feature on there called Swim Straight. Oh my goodness. That feature is a gem. So you have to calibrate it up to 12 hours, I believe, before the start of your race. But from there you can just look and sight at a buoy, and it puts the compass and you align that with the buoy, and from there, I mean, it's easy money. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You do have to look up and sight over time, but man, that feature literally just saved my life. I feel like it just kind of gave me exactly what I needed. The confidence to know, hey, does it really work? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, as I was swimming, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sold. I was looking up and sighting often, and then eventually, I didn't have to sight for, I would say, 6 to 8 strokes, which, normally I was sighting every 2 to 4, just because I don't know what it is about swimming in open water, but I just don't swim straight. So if you can get them, try them out. See if you like them. You never know. But that was the swim. Now let's move on to the bike. And on to my favorite discipline of all time is the bike. one thing that stands out immediately, and if you watch this whole video through, my first tip, my top tip was to make sure you know the route. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was a bit lackadaisical because this wasn't my A race, so I feel like I just didn't put the time and energy into ensuring that I knew the route, right? So as you can see, I ended up doing 65 miles instead of 57. We'll just round up. It's normally 56 and some change, but 57 miles. I ended up doing 65. Look at the elevation, 2,600 feet of climbing. I think I held around almost 200 watts, and it took me 3 hours and 13 minutes, simply put, because I had to do more than I was supposed to do. So, know the route. Outside of that, the route was nice. For the most part, it was nice, smooth pavement, so you were able to really get into the aero position and put that time and work into being aero and going as fast as possible. I think for this particular ride, I averaged almost 20 miles an hour. So yeah, I think overall, like, not a lot of potholes and loose gravel and things like that normally just kind of scare you a bit. And then also, it wasn't as windy, which is a good thing, especially for being in the aero position. Sometimes once the wind gusts kick up a bit, sometimes it could just cause a little bit of nervousness onto the bike legs. So perfect conditions, no problems there. But like I said, best tip that I can give is know where you're going, know the route. I believe that this route was 2 loops. I kind of just missed that. I ended up making a wrong turn. So yeah, know where you're going, know the route. That's pretty much it for the bike. All right, so next let's just take a look at the run. That also was a loop. All right, so not gonna lie to y'all, the run is, I mean, it's cool. A lot of triathletes, this is like their best discipline that they're good at, right? So I mean, from what I've experienced, normally people are relatively either good at swimming or they're good at running, and then the bike for them is not as strong. For me, orders of operation is the bike, then the run, then the swim. However, I would say with me putting in this work for the swim, I mean, that may be coming in at a strong 2 here pretty soon. I just don't like running. I can run. I do run. I don't train the run like I should. However, I'm still able to run. Normally I focus on VO2 max and just making sure that I'm doing high intensity exercises, but also taking some time to make sure I'm getting in the proper zone 2 efforts, such as running at quote unquote slower paces than what you normally would run. So let's check it out. The run was 13.1 miles. It took me an hour and 56 minutes to get this done, so I think that equated to a 8:51 minute mile. I really ran this at zone 2. I wasn't really trying to break my body. I didn't want to leave the race, completely broken. And once again, this was simply a training race. I'm looking forward to taking, this effort, this race, all of the momentum that I'm building up on the year and putting everything I have into my A race, which is Ironman Lake Placid. I will make sure my content is on point for that particular race because I want to highlight everything as a whole. So yeah, I mean, here was the stats for the run. And like I said, it was a beautiful course. I will say there was 3 laps, so you had to run 3 different laps, and a portion of the front was mainly going uphill. So I want to say the elevation there was almost around 1,000 feet of climbing as well. Yeah, 768. So yeah, you definitely were doing some climbing, and it just tears apart your legs. Oh my goodness. Make sure you do some strength training and build those legs up for any type of hilly type of run courses. So yeah, it did get flat over time, and then there had some downhill sections where you were running downhill and then kind of into some shade, which was nice because, yeah, it did start cold this morning. However, by the time the run came, I think the sun started to come out. It was probably around, temperature says 65 degrees. I'm pretty sure it was not 65 degrees. It had to have at least been, I would say at least 80. So I'm not sure what Garmin was smoking, but yeah, it definitely was getting hot out there. I made sure that I was fueling, hydrating, making sure that I was getting electrolytes in my system to replenish whatever I was losing, like normal. And yeah, the run was just nice and smooth. From there, yeah, we just wanted to just finish, right? Go across the finish line as I showed earlier. So those are the stats for the swim, bike, and run. Just wanted to go through that, throw that out there. Don't forget, like I said, if this helped you in any way, subscribe, like. You can also follow me on Strava. If you want to follow what type of training I'm doing for Ironman Lake Placid, everything is posted on Strava. As they say, if it's not on Strava, it didn't happen. Nah, seriously though. But if you want to follow me, feel free. And yeah, that's it for this video. Appreciate y'all, man.